Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're glad you're here. Today we're going to show you how we made our DIY leaf vacuum for a fraction of the cost as the other ones out there. And you'll see how simple it is and how great it works. Stick with us and see how we did it. You can see here we've picked up a lot of leaves from just those few passes on the property. It's mulched up fairly well, not as good as I would like, but the mower does a fairly decent job of mulching up those leaves. Let me take you for a walk around the project and show you exactly how we put it together and what we purchased and how we fabricated the brackets to hold on our adapter, our deck adapter. Okay, here we've got our tarp. This is a super heavy duty or ultra heavy duty 20 mil tarp here. And as you can see, it wasn't too heavy to blow the leaves into. You saw it puffed up as I was driving by, which is really great. We did some zip ties along the side here, and we did also our garden quick clips so we could get in there and clear any jams if we needed to, and clear the leaves out of the side, as well as all across the back. You can see all of our quick clips here. Now, we did purchase this specific vacuum hose off of Amazon, as well as our AgriFab deck adapter, vacuum deck adapter. Let me show you how I fabricated these brackets, because this deck adapter did not come with any brackets. So with this AgriFab adapter here, you do not get any mounting hardware or template, because it is not specifically, or they haven't made it specifically for this Exmark mower. But they say it does fit, and it actually does fit quite well. They just haven't come up with any templates for it or the mounting hardware. So we had to fabricate our own. We bought this strip steel here. It's 1.5 inches by 1/16, I think, and it's perforated down the middle with these holes, which is really nice. It works out really well. We did this compound bend in it, and I'll bring you in for a close-up in a second, but this compound bend allows it to be really, really solid and tight on here. Now, it does come up a little bit like this. That's not a big deal. It stays down on the deck when I'm sucking up the leaves. We did add this pipe bolt down here, this U-shaped pipe bolt. And we did that because we wanted to have a little bit extra, something extra to grab onto here if we needed to string a bungee between the front of the deck here and here, or string a bungee from back to our frame that's holding the hose to here for a little added extra stability. Let me take you back and show you how I constructed the frame and how the hose is attached to that frame. So back here we have our trailer hitch attached to our mower in the back here. We took a piece of angle iron and did 2 lag screws through the angle iron and into a 2x2 piece of pine here, and we bolted through our pine and through the bottom of the angle iron onto our trailer hitch. We are about 1 foot from the end here, and you want to make sure you get this correct, because the way it turns, the way it sticks out, and the way it comes up over this this hose frame here. Make sure we have a 9-foot wide tarp. If you get a 10-foot, you can go a little bit further. Nothing's going to be very specific on the project when I describe it, because it's going to depend on the materials that you purchase. So like I said, we've got a 9-foot wide tarp here by 12 feet long, and our center point here is, or our hitch point is 1 foot from the edge and 2.5 feet from the other edge here. Make sure this rear tire does not interfere with the hose. You want this hose pulled through your frame here as far as possible. Now we've got a couple of hose clamps on here, kind of holding it so it doesn't pull through. I need to move those back up against the frame, but this frame is really tight up against or around our hose here. So that hose really didn't go anywhere. As you saw, as we turned, it really didn't move that much on us, which is fantastic. I just made this frame out of this scrap 1x2, screwed it around, and then put a piece on the top of our main cross member here that holds and kind of squeezes the hose up against these little brackets here. So that hose isn't going anywhere. On our tarp, as you could see, it's got these little garden clips and zip ties, and that is holding it perfect for us, and that is really it for the project. So the tarp was only 28 bucks for this ultra heavy duty, they call it. It's 20 mil, and it's probably the thickest tarp I've ever felt. The hose was another 30. The adapter was 55, but I've seen it as high as 65. All these I got on Amazon. In the scrap, I just used scrap. You know, the bolts, the zip ties were $5 for the package. So add that all up, we're at 85, and call this 30. So that's 110, another 5 for the zip ties, 105 bucks. That's really, really good, seeing as the next closest competitor, which doesn't have as nice of an adapter chute or adapter, the vac adapter on it, like this AgriFab, is $170 plus shipping. And I did all this for around 100 bucks. That is amazing. And look at this pile in here. Absolutely chewed it up great, and I can empty it really, really quick into the bin for composting. That's all it is, guys. It's really simple. It works really well. One thing to keep in mind is if this hose gets clogged up, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Just undo the hose clamp. Obviously shut the mower off. Undo the hose clamp right there and clean it out real quick. But if you keep this taut, it's not going to clog up on you, as you can see when I did that those last couple of passes. Other than that, we appreciate you being here. We're very thankful that you're watching our channel, and we want you to be here on a permanent basis. So subscribe and like the channel, or like the video. That helps out the video and bumps it up in YouTube's ratings. And also go and check in the description below for the actual links, the Amazon links to the products that we purchased. It doesn't cost you a penny extra, and it helps out our family. Thank you very much, and we will see you on the next video.